My name's Jeff Bajorek, and my career in sales has been a hell of a ride. And I want to bring you along with me. If you prefer to sell things at a premium, if you never want to win a deal on price, rethink the way you sell. Welcome back to the show. My name's Jeff Bajorek. I am your host, and I'm here to help you rethink the way you sell. This is the beginning of season 3, and I am more excited as I sit in this chair and talk to you than I thought I would be. I'm more excited about this content that's coming over the next couple of dozen episodes than I realized I would be until really just last night when I was thinking how to tie it all together, and I started writing, and I was, boom, there it is. This is a winner. And I'm really thrilled about this season all about prospecting because there's never been a better time to talk about prospecting. And it's not that you don't need to know more about prospecting, it's that you need to appreciate and understand prospecting a little bit differently. You need to rethink your prospecting. Because as I talked about in season 2, it's not just that you need to know things. Look, you already know what you need to know in order to succeed. You have to bridge that gap between knowing and doing. And that's exactly what I'm going to do for you this season. And look, there's never been a business problem that hasn't been solved by more revenue, and there hasn't ever been a revenue problem that can't be solved by better pipeline, more effective prospecting. That's why this season is so important. But the thing is, most salespeople, most sales teams, and if you're leading a team right now, you can identify this in your sellers. And if you are listening to this as an individual contributor, you will probably recognize some of these things in yourself and in some of your colleagues. But it's a daunting concept to put yourself in front of strangers. It becomes even more daunting when you realize that your livelihood depends on this. The people who depend on you doing this. And the pressure starts to mount, and some people thrive in those conditions and others don't. And that doesn't make you bad. It doesn't make you incapable. What it means is that you need to think about it a little differently. You need to take this intimidating concept, you need to break it down into simpler terms so you get a better feel of what needs to be done so you can decide about the best way for you to do it so you can be effective. So you can have fun, so you can make money, so you can grow a business, so you can help your prospects in ways that no one else can help them. Like that's what this is all about, right? So I'm going to help you this season bridge that gap between what you know and what you do. I'm going to simplify some concepts for you so that they're less intimidating. I'm going to give you some very specific strategies and spell out some tactics for you that you can put into play immediately. You know, perhaps the biggest misdeed or perhaps the biggest disservice of this season is that it only drops every couple episodes every week. We're going to start here in the summer. It's going to be early fall before it's done. I promise it's worth waiting for. I promise it's going to be engaging. I promise that every single episode is going to have something in it for you that you can use. But unfortunately, it's just going to take a while for it all to come through. Of course, if you have any questions, you can reach out to me. You shoot me an email, jb@jeffbajorek.com. I respond to those emails. I'm happy to connect with you on LinkedIn. You know I'm pretty easy to find, and I've got webinars that I do, and I've got, I'm very accessible everywhere. So look, if you want to get ahead a little bit, go ahead, shoot me a message. Direct message on LinkedIn or an email, and we'll talk. I'll get you where you need to go. Don't worry about that. But let me break down what Season 3 is going to look like. The first portion of it, almost half of it, I'm going to break down the 8 biggest reasons that you or your team are not creating more opportunities. Talk about the difference between knowing and doing. I'm going to be specific. I'm going to go through those 8. And I'm not just going to lay the 8 out there and tell you what they are. I'm going to give you a solution to every single one of those maladies. I'm going to make it so you know what to do next. And the second half of the season is based on a keynote I do for sales kickoffs and a workshop I do with clients called Prospect Like a Pro. And this is where I break down what I believe the state of the art of professional prospecting is. It's concepts, it's strategies, it's tactics. Again, I'm going to mix in a lot of stories that I've learned from clients, stories from myself in the field. Look, the reason that I'm successful today with working with the clients that I work with is because I've been able to distill what made me successful in the field and put it into terms and concepts that people like you can learn from and use. So I'm going to be specific. I've been challenged by a couple of my friends and some other people very close to me who've said, Jeff, I'd like to see you be a lot more specific. I'd like to see you get a little more vulnerable. Open up the door a little bit. Let's see what's going on. And, give me something we can use. Stop being quite so conceptual. And, hey, if there's a knock on me, it's that I speak in too broad of concepts. I'm breaking that mold this season. I'm going to tell you about those mindsets, those strategies, those cadences. I'm going to help you create more tension from the very beginning of your sales process. You are going to learn how to create more opportunities that will close more often. I'm going to say that again. You're going to create more opportunities that will close more often. So not just more prospects, not just more leads coming into the top of the funnel, not just more deals to work. These deals are going to be more likely to close because of the approach that you're taking to open them. That's what we're doing. That is why I am so excited. Now, along the way, I like talking into this microphone. I love sharing what I've learned, but what's more fun is bringing people on and their expertise, their experience, their take on this stuff. I've got a bunch of friends. I've got some legends that are coming on this show in never before heard conversations. Andy Rasick will be here. Art Sobchik will be here. Jason Bay, Mike Weinberg, Jeffrey Gittimer, Anthony Iannarino, Sam McKenna, Mark Hunter, Jeb Blunt. I'm pulling out the stops. These are people who know and have done really effective professional prospecting. They're going to they're going to share their expertise with you, and it's going to be fun. I've just never been more excited about a topic. So this is my call to action to you. Subscribe to this show, right? We're starting next week. We're dripping this 2 times a week, Tuesdays and Thursdays. Follow me on LinkedIn. You'll get updates. You'll get snippets and clips from the show to kind of promote the episode that's currently airing at that time. We're also on YouTube. So if you want to watch these episodes, I'm speaking into a camera right now. It's a little weird for a podcaster. I normally get to hide behind this mic. Now I'm looking right into a camera. But there are going to be some episodes throughout this season that you're going to want to tune into YouTube, because I'm going to be able to do some really cool creative things and whiteboard some stuff and share a couple of slides and visually illustrate the concepts that I'm talking about. So you're going to want to follow me on those platforms as well, LinkedIn and YouTube, where I'll be able to share some of those videos. And, look, if you really like this show, tell a friend. That's my most significant ask. Is the way this show grows is when you say, you know what, that Bajorek guy knows something and he taught me something I can use to make money right now. You know what, friend? I think you can use this to make money too. This is what I'm trying to do. This is what, these are the people I'm trying to help. It's people like you. It's colleagues of yours, and trying to help people be a lot more successful, trying to make people feel a lot better about the way that they succeed. And I'm trying to create opportunities for people to really level up their game in a way that allows them to be more fulfilled in this profession. The sales profession has taught me so much. It has opened so many doors and created so many opportunities for me. I want to give back. That's why I do this. And that's why I'm going to continue to do this. So thank you for being here. Thank you for sharing this podcast. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for continuing to fuel my fire to help you get better at this. This season's going to be a fun one. Buckle up. You ready? I'll talk to you again really soon.
Rethink the Way You Sell is a Pod About It production. It's mixed and edited by Doug Branson, with music by Blue Dot Sessions and Doug Branson. This podcast is masterminded by Jeff Bajorek.